Hello everyone. Tonight I'm going to take a look in to this red box, which I looked in it before, but I have added stuff. But before I do that, bought a silver bar today to go along with my other silver bar, which this is America the Beautiful with the Everglades on it from Florida. And this is a Morgan dollar design here on it. It says HM down there. I would like to get more of these Mexican peso coins, but as of right now, I don't know anybody has any for sale at a price that I should be willing to pay for them. I would also like to get more of these coins, these Balboas like this. This one's a 1930, and it's 90% silver. Whoops. Anyway, we'll start looking into the red box. Pull it up alongside. I'll shift this just a little so you can see the end of the box. I'll move some of these over this way to give me more room to pull coins. Now, definitely feel like I should have gotten more of these whenever I have a chance. They're Flying Eagle cents, which are not super rare, at least not the 1857 and 1858 one. 1856 they made 2,000, so it is a coin you wouldn't be able to touch. Now these weren't cheap, but they're not totally worn out neither. They have good details left on them. So yeah, I definitely feel like I should have got more of these. I don't have very many of these era coins like this. I have no idea what the original price on this was. Someone will sell, but they've marked it out so much. I do not know what it was because it was a gift. But I feel like I should have bought more of these whenever I see them. Let's dig down in here. 2-cent pieces. They're copper, but it's a neat little design. I definitely feel like I should have gotten more of these. 3-cent nickel. Has pretty good details left on it too. It is 1865. That's pretty cool. I only have one of these cap bust dimes like this. I had a chance to buy some other bust coins, but so far I've passed. I feel like I probably should have got some more of them. Then you got half dimes. Well, this one's got a little bit better detail left on it, so we'll look at it closer. See the Liberty design. On the back it says half dime. So we'll put this in here. And we'll look at this one, which is an 1838, very early seated Liberty dime. A little bit of flattening right there at the M and E on dime, but that goes through a bunch more of half dimes, or not half dimes, but dimes, all the way back until, let's see where they end. This, definitely feel like I should have got more of these. I did have 3 at one time, but You can see the CC there at the right there. Feel like I should have got more of these. I only have 2 now, but of this year anyway. I had 3 of them. But someone got a nice gift. I'll go back until we get to the quarters. So we'll show you. This block is all Seated Liberty dimes. So I did get quite a few of them. My one and only 20-cent Seated Liberty Pete coin. It's an 1875. And where's the S mark? It's pretty small on this. It's right down there by the Y and 20. They didn't make them very long, so just getting one of these was kind of nice. Getting a Carson City quarter from 1876. You can see the CC there. Feel like I was quite happy to get that. But in this, there is only one 20-cent piece and 5 quarters. Now I have in here, how many seated halves are in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The best looking one, well, the worst looking one in terms of wear is this one, but it was only $14. That's an 1873 of Farrell's. But out of all these, the one that looks best is this one, which is an 1860. Make out the full Liberty, full rim, and the back has a full rim as well. Definitely feel like I should have got more of these than I have. This one was not cheap. In fact, this was the first coin I paid this much money for. I've since eclipsed that for some of these. Not these necessarily, but other coins. All right, we'll put these back in here. We'll get down to the last section of coins. We'll just set them out here so I can kind of go through them. All right, Barber dimes like this, with this kind of details left on it, is pretty spectacular. And this is a 1909 O mint one. And the O mint is underneath the reef there. It's just really good shape. Of course, that price isn't exactly cheap, but that's a nice one. And I'm not going to have any regrets about it. Now, this one's not in bad shape. It's just a little bit more common. It was $9.50, but it does have nice details. So that's one ones like that I feel like I should have got more of. I got a few of them that are Barber dimes that aren't in too bad a shape. We'll have a look at this one. It's got pretty nice details left. Someone said they think it's extra fine. Full Liberty. The back is pretty sharp. It does have a slight, I don't know, maybe someone took and cleaned it with something that shined it slightly. Maybe. Any of these coins in this could have been cleaned in this kind of holder because somebody put them in there, and what they did to them before, anyone could guess. This is the last year they made them. It's in pretty good shape. It is a 1916 Philadelphia. It wasn't super expensive for being in pretty good shape. I mean, $7.50 for Barber dimes got circulated a lot, and they tend to not be in this kind of condition. Most of them you see. Now we got a few quarters, at least a couple here. I'm sure this one's been cleaned just by the way it looks, but it does have good details left on it. You know, and seeing one in this kind of shape shows you some of the beauty of the coin, because the ones that are worn flat, you lose all the details on them and they don't look so good. Now, let's see. This one is in pretty good shape. 1914 Barber quarter. The ear's still there. The Liberty's gone. The full rim on the front. I think it's a full rim on the back. We'll have a quick look. Yeah, it looks like it's all there. That's a pretty nice looking quarter in terms of it has good detail and a nice look to it. That's the kind of Barber quarter I'd like to get a few more of. Now, it wasn't real cheap, but better looking coins aren't going to be. Now, some of these, it's an old mint, $50, 1906. If you watch a lot of my shorts, you'll probably remember seeing this one because a lot of people watched it. Again, it's an Orleans mint. But yeah, feel like I should have got more like this when I had a chance, if I ever see them. This one, I'm sure it's been cleaned. They even wrote details. They didn't write what they wrote details for, but you can kind of tell by how polished, shiny it looks that it's been cleaned. It is an old mint, though. And some of these, they did not make a whole lot of in $50. All right. This is a pretty nice looking 31S, which is a little bit better date on these. Again, the staples. This one I haven't had a chance to flatten. You can see they stick up off the card a little bit. And in order to kind of prevent scratching other coins, you should just flatten them with a pair of pliers. Well, some stuff took a dive. That's okay. And then this, I haven't seen very many of them in this kind of shape. That's a pretty nice looking dime by anybody's judgment. It's wrote uncirculated, I tend to agree, but it does have a few marks. Now, this one's a little bit worn, but it's a 21, which is a key date one. Again, the staples. I'm going to show you this again. Flatten the staples. All right, there we go. Now, the next one here is a Standing Liberty that's got a scratch on it and stuff, but it is a 1917. It's second year they made them. It's in pretty good shape, although it does have some damage on the back right there, but I don't have very many of the pre-24 ones that have a date on them. I have some that probably were that are dateless. This one's a 1920. The date's starting to go away a little bit. I got a recent coin show. It doesn't look too bad otherwise. Again, these staples. You can see how they stick up. And you don't really want that on your coins because has a tendency to scratch them. All right, we'll put that one back. This is a 1928, which does have a little bit better details left on it. You can see a little bit of stuff on the shield. The star, which is in the middle, is not real, not real good, but it's not bad. It wasn't cheap. It's $20. I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well. Yeah, should have been. This one I got it at the coin show. It's a 1929D. The mint marks on these is right over here by that corner, right by the star. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. All right. That one's a nice looking one, 29D. Is that what that one was? Yep. This is the same year and mint mark. A little bit, maybe a little bit better in this one. Well, it does look like it's slightly better. All right. 29S. It's in pretty good shape. A lot of these, when you find them, their date's partially worn off, and this is a lot flatter, and details are gone that you can kind of see on this. But that's a nice one. The 30S. This one was fine, or very fine. I think that's very fine 25. This mint mark's pretty clear. But this is one that I wish I could have got more about this kind of condition. Lots of details left on this. It's said to be about, it says AU on it. You can kind of make out mint luster. This is one I felt like if you can get this, you should get it. Because when they go to mint state, that price doubles at least on almost any year of them. Key date, Washington, 32D. These are really low mintage year for this one in this mint. E, and then the 32S, which is in similar shape, but also very low mintage in Washington quarters. Both in the 400,000 range, so that's why those are not cheap. All right. This one is an 1883 V nickel with no cents. Still think I should think about getting more of these if I can find them. Don't look too bad. All right. This 39D Walker is probably extra fine range, maybe even choice extra fine. These are hard to grade because the details on them, the strike quality varies a lot. And you can see mint luster on this going around the coin, so it's a pretty nice one. And yeah, if you can get these in this kind of condition, and they're not a lot more, because $16 isn't a lot more than what a heavily worn one is lately. Something you might want to get more of. The 70D is a 40% Kennedy. It's couple million were made. It's very low mintage for these, but it's a nice one. Now we'll go back down here and we'll look at this 41S, which no one has written a grade for it. It's a little bit earlier Washington coin, as my dealer put it when I bought it. He said this one's getting back there a little ways to be this nice, and it is pretty nice. Might have a little wear on it, Very little though. So yeah, I feel like I should have got more of them. This W mint quarter, West Point. It's a modern one, 2019. It's got a weird scratch on it and stuff, but I bought it anyway because wondering how that scratch around there got on there, and I'm looking at the other side thinking, wonder if it came from another coin of this type bumping against it in a row or something. All right, back to another Barber dime that's got pretty good details left on it, and I feel like for $6.50, it's one that yeah, you might want to buy some if they're in this kind of shape. Always nice to get these proofs. This is a 64. It's very shiny, very milky type surface. Really nice. This is just a replica. Be nice to have the actual coin. 1861 Seated Liberty Confederate $1/2. It's a copy made out of some kind of metal. It's not silver. It was only $2 when I bought it, but to get the actual coin, you're talking thousands of dollars. There ain't that many of them either. There are some restrikes. Now this is just a 1/10 ounce silver round in the Walking Liberty design. Is made by Stamped by Money Metals Exchange. It's 4 nines fine, or 3 nines fine, sorry. 1/10 ounce of silver. It's a nice looking little round, but not particularly rare or uncommon. I've only seen one other one of these for sale, but someone already bought it. Of this design, that is. I don't think it's the same year as this one. I really like this design. I want to get more of these. The big shield and eagle on the front. And the 1 peso on the back is kind of neat too, actually. Got the woman hammer on the anvil and the volcano. 1 peso. Just over a ½ ounce of silver in this. And I got it for $11. Last one I saw I think was 15. That's not a bad price. When I bought it, silver was right about $20, so it was pretty close to melt when I bought it. Can't complain about getting a coin like this for near melt. But yeah, that's a look into my box of stuff that I wish I would have got more of. And even these, if I can get a hold of the bag. There we go. And this is they call a love token. I made a separate video for this. You can see someone carved A&S on the back side of this. And it's got a little hole drilled in it. It's a Seated Liberty. That's 1877. And then these other two, one of them's a half dime, and the other one is half dime's got a hole in it too. Kind of a shame because it's got reasonably good details left on it. This one's just worn real bad. I think it does have the date, 1852. But this little half dime, it's a shame it's got that hole poked in it. It's not really drilled because it's not a round hole. Get the light on it. It's an 1849 with reasonably good details left on it other than the hole being drilled in. So that's a good look into the box of stuff that I'm sitting there thinking, this is all coins that I felt like I should have got more coins like these and a little bit less of the very common worn coins that I have a lot of boxes of. But that is what I wanted to talk about tonight. It's not like I have regrets about it, but I do feel like I should have got more of those. Now, whoever's watching, if you'd say hello, I can give you credit for watching if you want to get named on my video. But this is a neat. It's America the Beautiful, and it's got a crocodile or alligator on it, and it's the Everglades. And it has America the Beautiful. Says it's 3/9 fine, silver, 1 ounce. And it looks like it says HM too as well. So maybe the same HM that made this one made this too. But this is electroplated with 24 karat gold that I think someone tried to take acid and get some of the gold off of it, just because this doesn't really help a silver bar sell having gold plated on it. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and get one of these Morgan Dollar style silver bars. It's still in its package that is, as far as I can tell, sealed, and it don't look like it has any toning on it. There's no year, so there's no way of knowing exactly when it was made. It's a generic style silver bar that they make a lot of like this, and they have other designs too. But anyway, that's kind of where I wanted to do tonight, is go through the box and talk about that, plus make a video talking about the fact I got another silver bar, which is neat, and a few other things. But it's a good time, and it's a good time to get more silver bars if you can. They're not, but most of my coins is constitutional U.S. coins. Don't have but 2 silver bars, which might start buying a few of them. I've got so many constitutional, it's going to take something pretty crazy to make me real excited about buying more constitutional coins, unless the price is really good. And the new U.S. quarter, if you haven't seen one yet, Anna May Wong. She was a Chinese American actress. It's a neat looking design. But one thing I do hope is they change this front. I do not like this Washington front the way it is. They could go back to the one where it's Washington crossing the Delaware, where he's looking the same direction as the old quarters and about the same look overall as what the old quarters had. But that is what I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and wish you all a good night, and we will see you next time.